Hi crafty friends, and welcome to my version of Masterboard Madness for 2026. This is Carol from Crinkled Path Journals, and I'm so excited to have you join me today and to be a part of this collaboration put on by our dear Hazel and Aka Design. There are so many wonderful collaborators that are participating, and I hope you got to see Trish at Crafting Whimsy yesterday, and I hope you check out K Michelle tomorrow. But more than that, I hope you'll go to the links in the description box and go down the list, or go to Hazel Anaka Design and click on her playlist. She's adding everybody as we go, and you can sit down in an afternoon and enjoy so many incredible masterboards. I am completely blown away by the creativity in this group of creators. And last year I set up this choose your own adventure mystery pick. I have substrates, I have textures and embellishments, I have paper, and I also have like paints and inks in this category, pencils, that kind of craft supply. And I just keep them in these little jars, and when I'm feeling uninspired to use a particular thing, I just draw one from each and do a masterboard. Now, this year I have added a couple more, and I'm not going to be drawing from the substrate jar because I got this album with these lovely rich pages, and it's nice and heavyweight paper, and this is where I want to start doing my masterboards, and I'm just going to store them in here till I need to use them. And I'm going to pick for 3 masterboards, and I will do some fast forwarding to kind of show you my process and see the end result for the 3 pages. And then I have a special treat at the end, so stick around to the very end. Ones that I added were mostly to the substrate, including album paper. Then the only other thing that I added to these was I added fabric here. I had it in this color area, and I wanted it here as well, because sometimes you want to use fabric as your background, and these things can kind of be used under or on top. So there's a plethora of ways that we can utilize this, and each time it's just a little bit different, and that's what I like about it. And it really has helped me to dig out some of my craft supplies that have very little use in the last few years. So with that being said, let's put these in their jars and let's draw. Okay, let's see what we get. I'm going to start over here. Paint marker. Original ephemera. Photos. Let me write that down. Okay, stick those back in. Next draw, we have stickers. Music page. And watercolor. Okay, let me write that down. Okay, next let's go colored pencil. original ephemera. Oh, I already drew that once before. I guess that's the way that goes. And fussy cuts. All right, those are our 3. I'm going to leave you for a second and go gather the supplies, and then this first one, I have paint markers, and I have some old photos from the 60s and the 70s. And then my original ephemera are photo envelopes, like development envelopes. So I think I'm going to use this as a background, and then we'll see how it all comes together. Let's get going. So tell me in the comments, do you have a random system for doing masterboards, or do you like to do the same kind over and over? Do you have a formula you follow? Are you interested in doing something like this where it's just draw and then go look for something in your craft space to fill the requirements, whatever you want to call it? I'm going to go ahead and use my Scotch Permanent. I probably have enough here to do 4 pages of masterboards. But I just grabbed a handful of each item. I tend to make ephemera as I go. I have not been a big stash builder kind of crafter, but mostly that has to do with the amount of time I have to craft. And I really do enjoy when I get these opportunities to do this kind of free play. So thank you for inviting me again, Hazel. Some of you may not know that I got to travel with my husband last summer to go up into Canada and visit Hazel. And it really was a huge highlight of the trip. We had a fun day doing a thrift challenge. And we are currently preparing for, well, she's done. I'm still preparing for a journal swap because we are part of the collaboration of Crafty Girls Create. We are 4 of us: Johnna the Preppy Crafty Girl, Hazel, and Angela the Traveling Crafter are planning a retreat, and we are going in May to do some recon for our extra activities. Oh, that's a cool piece. That's original ephemera, right? Are you really enjoying this? I'm serious when I say that people are just blowing me away with their creative ideas. I'm quite certain mine are not going to be rocket science by any means, but I do have a little surprise at the end. A very special, different kind of masterboard that I hope you'll stick around to see. Somebody very special is going to be helping me make that masterboard. I was just sharing recently that I have a lot of collected photo kind of ephemera, and it's on my, I have a bucket list of journal themes, of course, like I'm sure many of us who make journals do. My dad got me taking photos very early in life, and he made several investments over time with first a very simple camera and then more camera where you had to know more of the science of photography. And let's see, I need a couple more little pieces. Oh, look. Vintage tape. I guess I had to save that too. I want something else down here. This stuff is brittle, but it makes a great background. All right, that's that layer. Next, we have some photos to look through. So let's see. I kind of like her by this car. This says December 1. I think there's a Christmas picture. Yes. In here of this little girl. Oh, but December 1, it wouldn't be Christmas yet. Let's do this one. Her talking on the phone. Saying, Grandma. Oh, I could do that. I could just cover the one. Let's do that. Saying, Grandma, I want this for Christmas. Put that one down there. And this is such a quintessential summer vacation kind of photo. Swimming at the community pool. Maybe I can put that one up there. I don't think there was any city. Oh my gosh, look at how adorable she is. Let's see, maybe I can put her right there. Let's see if there's anything else. No city slicker pictures. This one of her with her mama. I think that's gonna do it for the photos. I don't want to get too much on and then not be able to cut it up when I need to use it. I love to do memory keeping. I love old ephemera. And it doesn't matter to me if the people in the picture are someone that I know or not. If it can evoke a memory, and that's what I do love about collecting stuff from estate sales and, you know, randomly finding other people's old ephemera that they no longer want or somebody didn't want. Because even if you don't have your own photos from your childhood, the pictures from a similar time frame can bring back those memories. Remembering tinsel on the trees when we would take all those little stringy bits and put them on. That trend stayed for quite a while. These photos are so stiff that I probably am going to have to use Fabri-Tac or something. They're not wanting to stay. Do over. I think it's staying down. I have my Sharpie Create markers. These are an acrylic paint marker, and I kind of just picked colors similar to what's on the page. And I'm just gonna put some words on here, maybe some mark making. I'm gonna just kind of go with the flow here. I like how these write on the photos though. Normally love to put some whimsy into whatever I'm doing. So the paint markers, I probably would not have chosen that if I was coming up with this on my own. So doing the random pick really helps me to kind of think outside of the box or go past where I normally would. And that's a really good thing for me. Page number 2. Music paper, stickers. I wasn't sure what stickers I wanted, so I just brought them all from this antiquarium sticker book, and watercolor. And actually, the main reason I thought of the antiquarium book is because these stickers have quite a big margin around them. I oftentimes, when I use these, will fussy cut them closer to the edge. I know, seems kind of silly, but I thought maybe using some paint might help with that. And let's get this music paper down. I have my Kuretake Gonzi Tombi watercolors, my absolute favorite that I have been using for probably the last 10 years. Oh, I like the Artist Life Waltz. Oh my goodness. This is life. This is artist life. Is being spontaneous and trying some new things. And I am going to cut this down a little bit. Just tear it. This is very brittle. This paper is from the late 1800s. A little departure from my 60s page, right? I should have done it this way. Always grab the bigger piece. Yeah, there we go. And then I need something to fill in the space over here. And I'll tuck it under. This is purple ink. Have to do a nod to Hazel. She is team purple all the way. I think I'm going to go ahead and take this little white strip out of the middle here. Okay, and by the magic of television, I'm going to glue this down. All right, now we get to pick our stickers. I think I'm going to look for purpley kind of things. Maybe I will look for some purple backgrounds. Okay, here's another inside joke for Hazel. There's 2 owls here. I'm going to pick the one that's looking into the page. Do you do the thing where you squint and if there's any glaring space that sticks out more, means it needs something? And I'm going to go with the purples. You like my chicken watercolor plate? This, I got this at Dollar General. And it's supposed to be a spoon rest for your stove. But it's ceramic, and so it's white, so you can mix paint on it. Isn't that cool? And you don't have to be a watercolor master to do this kind of smudgy watercolor, just adding some background color to the page. Well, how do you like that? I was just painting along and my camera died. Oopsie. Okay, well, you can see where I've gotten from here, and actually it's kind of cool because when I look at it through the camera, I kind of see where I want a little more color, and then I'll be done. I do want to leave some blank paper showing, and while I was kind of having to let it recharge a bit before starting again, the paint has dried, and you can start to see that we are getting that soft, watery color effect that we love so much. Okay, I'm gonna call that good. So we're gonna turn the page and do our last one for the book, and then we'll do our mystery masterboard at the end. For the last one in the book, we drew color pencils. I grabbed my chalk pencils because, well, I'll explain that in a second. I grabbed some fussy cuts because that was the other thing we drew, and then I had drawn original ephemera again. So I grabbed a vintage pattern sewing instruction piece out of a pattern. And I'm going to just glue the whole thing down. Okay, why the colored chalk pencils? So when you're marking on fabric or on patterns, tailors use a chalk marker to make marks where they need to cut it or fit it together, or bring the size in to measure. And so I thought, well, how cool would it be to use chalk pencils? And these are General's pastel chalks, and they do sharpen like a pencil pretty much. They're pretty soft, so I have to be careful how I sharpen them. But after I put this down and get some fussy cuts on top, I thought I might draw some tailoring lines just randomly around on the masterboard. And so I thought the chalk would kind of mimic that tailor's chalk. Okay, that's where I'm going to glue that. And then I think I'm going to tear this side like that. Take this little piece off, and I'm just going to move that over and do it in 2 pieces. So for my fussy cuts, I have today a selection of ladies from the 90s. I like to sort my patterns by decade because of that whole memory keeping thing. I do have a couple of pattern logo kind of things. I think maybe I'm going to do the logos first. If you're either stuck in a rut, and if you've never made a masterboard and you don't have a clue where to start, this might be for you. So make up your little popsicle sticks, or you could use pieces of paper with numbers on them and keep your list on a notebook with numbers. It is fun to use different substrates. That's this thing that you're putting everything on. But this time I did not do that because I really want to try and do a series of them in this book. And I said this last year, and then I even didn't take my own advice, so I'm sorry, Hazel, but I will encourage you. 2026 has many more months. I would love for you to keep using Hazel's hashtag Masterboard Madness 2026. If you come up with something else new, please use the tag, because then we will find you and see it. And another big part of doing these collaborations, because you can jump in and do this even if Hazel didn't invite you, is it is really fun. Watch channels that you haven't seen before or that you don't get to see very often. You know, we all have a limited number of hours in our day to watch YouTube videos. And I know that's not news to anybody here. And as our circle keeps growing, and as my family keeps growing and I have to have babies to help with, I have fewer and fewer hours to watch. But I love a good collaboration because I do kind of get more disciplined about watching for the collaboration. And it's the luxury kind of discipline. And usually I watch late at night when everybody else is asleep. We are going to do our lines. And a couple things are going to help me. Number one, I have this washi tape because I want to do some circles, because this is one of the marks that they do, is a circle with a cross in it. Of course, I'm not going to remember what all these things mean now under pressure. Has to do with aligning or the direction of the fibers in the fabric. And so when you see a line with arrows on both sides, it means you have to turn the pattern to be on the bias. And yes, it is chalk, so it does kind of smudge a little. So I need to be careful of that. I don't know what a French curve is for, but I know I always had to have one in my pencil box in school. But it does have these 45-degree angle marks here, and we see some of those sometimes on a pattern. So when you're aligning like a sleeve to an armhole, there are these little diamonds on the fabric. And when you're cutting the pattern, you never cut those little diamonds off, or you'll be in big trouble when you go to sew the pieces together. Ask me how I know. I hope I'm not leading you astray. This is clearly not the place to learn how to sew on a masterboard, but pretty fun. Try and remember stuff that's ancient in my brain. I used to sew a lot in high school. My boyfriend, now husband, and my mom would take me shopping for a bargain dress, and then we would just buy a little fabric, and we made the cummerbunds and bow ties to match the dresses, and we made them for his brother, who was just 2 years younger, for when he went out to the school functions where we had to get all fancy. Well, I certainly have kept you long enough, but I am going to ask you to stick around and see what you think of our little mystery masterboard here at the end. I'll tell you, it's really going to be sweet. What are we doing?
Making cookies.
We're making special edible masterboard cookies. And what do we need to do first?
Or the cookie dough out.
Roll the cookie dough out. That's good, huh?
Yeah. That's good sometimes. That's good.
We're gonna try and make a rectangle.
Rectangle.
Yep, we're gonna try.
Try.
And roll it thin enough. Thin enough, because this is gonna be our giant cookie that we're gonna cut other cookies out of.
Our cookies out. I want to see what is on your phone.
We need a rectangle. And we need it to be very thin. Thin, not very thick. Because we're gonna put other dough on top.
On top?
Yep.
Oh, the one top.
Yep. We're going to make it double thick.
Double thick. Oh.
Kind of rectangle-y, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good start. We're going to put that over there.
Yeah.
We need another piece of parchment.
Parchment.
Back up, babe.
Back up, babe. Back up, babe. Nana, back up.
Now Nana has to do a messy part.
Messy part.
Yes. We have to make some colored dough.
Sourdough.
Yes.
Sourdough. 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 Okay.
All right. Now we gotta mush it up
Mush it up
and knead it
and knead it.
until it changes colors.
Changing towels.
Mm-hmm.
Changing towel.
Mm-hmm. Show her Nana's hands. You want to make flowers or bunnies or butterflies out of the pink?
Bunnies.
Bunnies?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to cut some bunnies?
Yeah.
Push. And then move it over a little bit. And push, punch it again somewhere else. Just don't overlap the bunnies.
That right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Want to put another one in there?
There.
We're going to take our little bunnies.
Take our little
And we're
bunnies.
going to set them over there.
Over there.
You want to punch some more?
Yeah, I want to put some.
Hold on. Let me get this one out. And then you can do it where there is no bunnies.
There's no bunnies. Oh.
Punch it where there's no bunnies.
This way is no bunnies.
Good job.
There.
We got some bunnies.
Bunnies!
That's the problem with sugar cookie dough, is that it's very soft. And so when you knead it like that, it gets even softer.
Soft dough.
And it's very warm in here today. We have a heat wave going, and for St. Patrick's Day. You like the bunnies?
Yeah.
Okay.
And do I have a bike around here somewhere?
Oh, we have jackrabbits in the field.
Oh. I want to see a jackrabbit in the field.
Yeah, we'll have to keep our eye peeled for one. Okay, now.
Are they awake right now?
Yeah, they're awake right now.
Oh.
Let's see if we can make a little kind of peachy color by adding some yellow to this.
That. Oh. Yellow. Yellow, 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 yellow. It's orange. 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 It's yellow and orange. So cool.
So cool. Okay, Nan's gonna roll this one out.
Roll that one out.
Yeah, let's do some big flowers with this one. How's that sound?
Oh, big flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I need more flour because this kind of flour to keep it from sticking.
Picky.
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo!
Okay,
Nana,
let's do our big
woohoo!
woohoo. Let's do our flowers. Can you push it down?
Yeah, I can.
Now it's gonna get a spatula to pick them up.
There were two. What's that? Wow. Press the one, press the one.
Okay, now we pull this back over. And this is how we start building our masterboard. We're gonna lay these on top of here.
Oh, there?
Okay,
Oh.
are you ready?
Yeah.
Where do you want to put it?
Right there.
Right there in the middle.
Right there in the middle.
Is that little fingerprint in the middle of the dough from you?
Yeah, for me.
We'll just cover that up.
With your plane? Yeah.
You're silly. We'll get one more flower on here, okay?
A nail? Oh, one more flower?
Can you put it right in the middle?
Yeah, right in the middle. Make one there.
Good job.
Wowie.
Wowee is right. You did good.
Wowie.
Okay, hand me that. Where are we gonna put this one?
Right there.
Now we put some of our bunnies on.
Oh, that one.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay, bunny on right there.
I am right there. And by what? Right there.
A bunny up there.
Yeah.
Where else do we need bunnies?
Right there.
Right there.
Right there.
Right there.
Right there. Right there.
So,
Right there.
right there.
No, right there.
Oh, okay. Well, he might be too close to his buddy. Okay, let's see. One more bunny. Where's he gonna go?
Right there.
Okay, one more bunny. Okay, now red and blue. What color are we gonna get?
Red and blue.
What are we gonna get when you mix red and blue together?
Purple. Purple.
Yeah. Are you so smart?
We are mixing with each color. Yeah.
Mixing with colors?
Yeah. These are with.
Are you being so patient while I'm mixing? Someday, when you get big, you can do this part. How's that sound? Do you think it would be really fun if I let you do this part? Where would the colors go?
On my hand.
And where else?
On my arm.
On your arms. And what else?
My leg.
On your legs. And on your apron.
Yeah.
And in your hair.
Yeah, and my feet.
And on your feet. You're right. So why is that why Nana's doing this part?
Yeah.
At least you're honest. Okay, ready? See, we're doing purple for Hazel.
We're doing purple for Hazel.
Hazel's the one who got you your farm books where the babies all mix themselves up in the barn.
The baby?
Remember the Goodnight book that all the babies mix themselves up in the barn to be silly?
Yeah.
Well, Hazel, this purple is not the prettiest purple, but it's purple.
Are you calling Hazel? I want to see Hazel. Drama. Hazel is my best friend.
Because she gave you a book?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
pretty sweet.
Yeah. Sweet.
You want to tell her thank you for the book?
Yes. When she comes home and try to visit.
When she tries to come home and visit? Aw. Yeah, that would be nice if she could visit, huh?
Yeah, and try and play with me.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do butterflies this time.
Oh, what's right?
Yeah, where should we put butterflies?
Right there.
We're gonna put them on there. Oh,
There.
here, you do some.
I do some. Right there. Ooh.
Where are we putting them on the big cookie?
That's right.
Butterflies.
They are flying. They're flying. They'll make you purple for Hazel.
Yeah, we made purple for Hazel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, down for purple for Hazel.
Yeah, I think we're all done with purple for Hazel.
That's twin right there.
Yeah.
That's twin. It's enough. Nana, it's enough.
It is enough to make green. That's good.
It's twin.
Yeah.
Fell all over my head and my arms.
Okay.
I fell out too.
Okay, let's do some little flowers for our last thing.
The flowers for
See if I can
the flowers.
fill in all the holes.
Fill it out those holes. Your flowers, your flowers, your flowers, flowers, flowers.
Are you such a patient little girl?
Yeah, I'm a patient adult.
You want to do some?
Yeah. Oh.
Good job, baby.
I got it out all by myself.
Yeah, you sure did.
Yeah.
You're doing so good with that. Should we,
On a big flower.
how about we do this then?
That's
We'll punch in the middle of the big flower, and then we'll put our green flower in.
And to mix it up.
Mm-hmm. You want to do that again?
Yeah.
Here?
No. No. I want to do green.
Okay, do the green and then we'll put it in the middle. Green center in. How's that?
And that's perfect.
That's perfect.
Three stores all in a big orange flower.
All right, with another piece of parchment. I just have to rub it to try and get everything as smooth as possible. I'm not pressing very hard. And we're gonna peel this up. Okay, now you get to put some sprinkles on.
Sprinkles on?
Yep, I'm gonna put them in your hand and you sprinkle them on. You were such a good cookie decorator at Christmas, and you did really good at like pressing the little things like for buttons for the snowman and stuff like that, right? That's what you're thinking of pushing them into the cookies, but we're just sprinkling today.
I want some more. Please, Nana.
Okay, last ones. Put them on. What are those sprinkles? The little flowers?
Yeah.
And what are the other shape?
Birdseed.
Are they birdseed? Are they Easter eggs?
Yeah. Easter egg.
Do you think our bunnies will like getting some Easter eggs?
Bunny. I did it!
You did it! Is it beautiful?
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna scoot it over here.
Over there?
Because the last thing you do when you make a masterboard
Oh, master board.
is I got some green from my hand in there, is you cut it,
Cut it.
into little tags and cards. So we're gonna do squares. Let's see, I'm gonna start over here.
It's almost time for bear.
Yeah, it is.
I tried to ride that.
That one's very colorful, isn't it?
Yeah. Wow. So beautiful.
Sure is. Just like you. There's a bunny cookie.
There's a bunny cookie. They were still Pringles.
Yeah.
They were still Pringles.
So our best suggestion is to not do this on a hot day. Because they're getting very squishy. And hopefully we can get them all on the pan and get them baked. All right, there's our masterboard cut cookies.
Wow.